It's the city of rock and roll, and this place sure is rocking as they await the start of this one. We're here at Huntington Bank Field in Cleveland, Ohio. We're through the first quarter of the season. Hard to believe, I know, as we kick off in this Week 5 contest. So hopefully he's able to find the landing zone next time. His first kickoff gives him some... position here. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Handoff headed right, Barkley. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great blocking to spring them. Guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
First and 10, ball set up at the 48. Throwing his lands. Complete over the middle. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12. First down, ball at the 36. Barkley on the shotgun handoff. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
You know, the elite running backs in this league, they don't just see what's right in front of them. You set up big runs like this because they see what's behind them. That's called extraordinary vision and extra yards.
A lot of guys there, and it's intercepted. Tremaine Edmonds has it. So the first drive of the game ends not in points, Brock, but in an INT.
And I get it. Opening drives aren't always going to end up with points or a touchdown. Good thing, though, there's a lot of opportunities left to make up for that miscue and go get yourself back in rhythm and back on script.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. The first carry now for Kyron Williams. A lot of grass ahead. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They get 22 on that one. And that's good for a Cleveland first down.
Those unsung heroes, those big guys up front on the O-line, well, let's give them a little love right here, Kate. They don't always get the attention they deserve on the broadcast, but let me tell you, they played a huge role in that big old run.
And the run, that's caught at the 25. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line. A pickup there of 33 yards. And that gives the Browns a first.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
He's got it at the 5. They get 19, and now they're going to have 1st and goal.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
Williams can't fight past that line. They stop him at the 3.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
So from the 3, here's 2nd and goal.
Let's go now.
They'll try and punch it in. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Browns parlay the interception into points. No doubt about that one, Brock. They softened that defense up, that lengthy opening series, and then the front just couldn't stand up to the run as they reached the end zone.
Yeah, the numbers tell you, kind of just like baseball, you love home runs, you love explosive plays, but when you can play small ball and you can keep that defense gasping on the field, you can often run it right down their throats in the red zone.
That one splits the uprights. And the Browns will jump out to a 7-0 lead. The Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. From well into the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Starting on the ground here with Barkley. And he found some running room for a nice gain. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. From the 32. Launches one deep downfield. He's got it inside the 25. To the house for a Tennessee touchdown. The Titans get it down to a single point. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Jackson now to return it. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. They're out and set. 1st and 10.
19, Tiger. Ready? Buffalo 18. Hut, hut.
Trying to throw here out of the gun. He's got Watson. Now here he goes down the right sideline. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain. 1st and 10 after that last highlights. They're at the 30.
Go.
Draw play. This is Williams. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
As a play caller, Kate, I would always be a little cautious of a 1st down draw. I like it better when that defense is anticipating pass. Well, and they were only anticipating getting the backfield and making that running back feel the pain.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down.
Go.
Throwing from the gun. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. So they opt for the shorter pass later in the progression on that play, Brock, but, man, the defense took that away, too.
Well, what they tell us yesterday in those production meetings, nothing comes easy. No easy completions from shots down the field to those checkdowns to the running back. Wanted to make this offense earn everything. They just did.
They'll throw on 3rd and long. Escapes the pocket. He'll make a bid for it on bouncing football. Oh, but the fumble goes out of bounds. Ooh, close call there. All right, so they're facing 4th down now, but they are grateful, no doubt, to be facing it. After that sideline right there saved them on the fumble.
Yeah, saved them, Kate, not just on the field, as you're saying, but on the scoreboard. Would have hurt to fumble it away inside field goal range. But thanks to that ball bouncing out, will they get a chance to try a field goal? Who knows? Maybe even go for it. A dependable kicker, man. That is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy He can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently, because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
The Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. Return starts at the 3. Oh, he's showing some burst on this return. And that return comes to an end as they touch him down. 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go.
Barkley trying this up the gut. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4.
Well, I'll steal a line from one of my buddies, but I'm going to quote him. Mark Schlereth, 2-time Super Bowl winner, says if you want to run the ball, you got to keep running the ball. And that's a perfect example of it. Don't get tired. Don't get mad at gaining 4 yards. It's a run that can set up even more in the run game.
From the 35 on 2nd down. Big catch is made, and he got the feet in too. It's a 21-yard gain, and the Titans will have a 1st down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
He's on the move. He's going to keep it this time. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That one goes for 31 yards and a 1st down when all is said and done. Running left, this is Barkley. And he'll take this only to about the 11 before going down. Offense up to the line fast. Here's Lance now. Has it in close. Touchdown, Tennessee. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on the football field. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. He sure did.
Extra point up and good by Elliott. And the Titans take a 4-point lead. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Jackson now to return it. In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. An alert play defensively there. He got a hand on it to tip it away, and that makes it 2nd down.
I mean, you could see it right there. The trajectory of the ball changed as it was in flight. You know, on shorter throws, receivers, they can focus, they can adjust quickly. But on a long-distance throw like that, a tip, well, it really alters the course of the ball and makes it so tough to make an adjustment in time.
Oh, tried forcing it to the slants. It's intercepted. Patrick Queen in to pick it off.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Ball at the 33 for 1st down. Shotgun snap. They're going to throw. Chased out to his right. Oh, look at this. Here he goes. And he's going to be out of bounds. Looks like a yard or 2 short of the 25.
Well, you don't get the 1st down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right. They win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
So before they get the snap away, we reach the end of the 1st quarter. Neither side separating much so far. We'll return to Huntington Bank Field after this. We're ready to go with the second quarter, and it's Titans football. They have it second down, well inside of field goal range. Here's Lance. Forced out to his right. Took off with it again. That's a pickup of 17 yards, partner, and it makes it first and goal.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
They're going to run with Barkley. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
Hey, I get it on first and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Here's second and goal from the 6. This time it's a passing play. Dumps it off to his running back. And this one stopped at the 3-yard line.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to third down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
They've held him out twice. Here we go, third and goal. Lance. Getting out to his left. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Tennessee! The Titans pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Elliott on now to attempt the point after. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Titans drive their lead to 11. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. To return, here's Paris Campbell. He's got a lane up past the 30. His return reaches that 34-yard line before he stopped. Offense ready to begin this drive, first and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air.
As a defense, you got to see the pass. You got to time up your hit, and you got to jar that ball loose. Not a lot of offensive players are hanging on to that one through a well-placed hit.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down.
Here we go, Simon.
Dropping back to throw. Finds a seam down the middle. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Cleveland. The Browns make it a one-score game in the first half. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period. Yeah. End of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
The Browns keeping the offense out on the football field. They want 2 here. He's throwing for it. And the call to go for it not rewarded as the pass falls incomplete. So after making this a 5-point ball game, they kick it off. From his own end zone, here we go. He's stopped on the return at the 27.
The Titans take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Drive starts out with a first and 10. They give to... He loses the football. And the Browns pick it up. Well, that didn't take long, Brock. One play, and they're back out there.
Well, that's how a defense can make you awfully happy as an offensive player, especially when you screw it up and you fumble. The defense picks up that offense and puts them right back on the field.
Play action on first down. An alert play defensively there. He got a hand on it to tip it away. That makes it second down.
I think it's safe to say that without that ball being tipped, we are looking at a big game. It's a missed opportunity to push that offense, but an even better play defensively to deny the throw.
Finds his back, Kyron Williams. Give him 13 on that play. And that's good for a Cleveland first down.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident a screen would get him enough yards for the first, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time. So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Options are open here. It's 2nd and inches.
Let's go now. Check smash. Check smash. Go.
They stay on the ground with Williams. And he's brought down for a loss.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
3rd and just 2 to go.
Set the knee. Street. Hurt.
Putting the tight end in motion. On 3rd down, here's Williams. And they stand him up. No breaking through, and the defense holds. The dose of the hurry-up offense here.
No gain on the play. It's 4th down.
Looking for a throw here. He's got it to his running back. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9. That was the biggest 3-yard gain you're going to see because instead of a turnover on downs, Brock, it gets them a first.
Oh, I love 4th downs. It just brings out the very best, and you get to see how you handle the most pressure, and it turns out, well, they handled it pretty darn well, and now they'll keep pushing.
So it's the 2-minute warning here from Cleveland. The Browns in need of some points before the break. Going jumbo set on this 1st and goal.
Come on, set. Get up.
Up the gut they go with Williams. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Ball placed at the 7. It's 2nd and goal. He's going to throw this one. Vacates quickly left side. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4.
That's just a case where you're trying to make something when there really is nothing there. There just wasn't an opening for him to work with, and he was lucky to get what he could.
So now, here's 3rd and goal. Pass play now. Catch is made in close. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. The defense calls a timeout, so that's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Ready up.
3 plays haven't gotten it done. Now a 4th to try to reach that end zone.
Get up. Check go.
He'll throw it. They can't connect as the coverage comes through with a 4th down stand.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
He'll throw it from his own end zone. Escapes out to the left. Now he takes it. And he's going to step out a little short of the 10.
Well, the QB made something happen and got some yardage when the play didn't develop right. He even got himself out of bounds to avoid a hit. The only negative at all is he couldn't quite get the first down.
Now it's Lance. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it.
I know I'm nitpicking a little bit here, Kate, but if they could have held off just another second before making contact, they may have driven this QB right into the end zone, and we know what that would have meant. Well, 2 points and the defense ignited.
Throwing from near his own goal line. Rolling left, buying some time. He finds Kincaid. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down. Tennessee calling its 2nd timeout now. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. So the big play gets him just beyond midfield. It's 1st down. Throwing is Lance. Flush down out to his left. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. To the air, Lance. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Back to throw, it's Lance. Gets everything he has under this throw. This is caught inside the 15. And that play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
From the red zone now. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. The Titans will add to their lead at the end of the half. Chris Olave with the touchdown. Elliott on now to attempt the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Titans push the lead up to 12. Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. Gamble now on the return. And he manages the 35 before they can stop him. All right, this is going to be the play that takes us to halftime.
Let's go now.
Yep, as expected, they go to the ground to start this one off. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the third quarter.
Jake Elliott set to kick off.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Campbell now on the return. Big lick from the coverage team there. That's going to stop the return before it can get to the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
19 line. Set the knee.
Back to throw. He's trying to push the field. A dangerous throw, and he almost got burned by it. The interception dropped and incomplete on 1st down.
Defense doubled him, knowing that was where the pass was likely headed. A bit surprising. Quarterback still threw in that direction with how well that defense had that play covered.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Throwing off the play fake here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions get more depth. But a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it. Except for this defense, it just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
Warrior 70. Ready.
Here he is on 3rd and long. He's going deep this time. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
You know, that was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
They're going for this. He'll get this complete to Jennings. And he's out of bounds. That is not going to be enough. He made a bid for it, but he was a couple yards short. That's a turnover. 1st down, ball at the 36. Running is Barkley. And this almost ended worse, but he gets a yard out of this. Chase Young bringing him down there. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs against the better defenses in this league.
Cut near the goal line. And that's a Tennessee touchdown. Well, as they drive forward to what right now looks like it should be a win, Brock. He sure has taken advantage of a nice little chance to boost his stat line. His 2nd touchdown of the game.
Yeah, you just kind of feel these two building some trust, right? Just more and more equity. Certainly paying dividends in this one, but more than likely for more games to come.
Elliott on now to attempt the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Titans go up by 19.
Browns 16. Jake Elliott set to kick off.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Campbell now on the return. He stopped on the return at the 27.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Okay, ready.
They're out and set. 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. Go.
Throwing from the gun. He's got Watson. And he'll head out of bounds after a short gain.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Second down now, 7 to go.
Set. Ready.
Throwing with a blitz on the way. He lofts it deep left. He's got it inside the 25. And he flips the field for them before being taken down. It began at the 30 and has now jumped to 1st and 10 all the way down inside the red zone. Working inside the red zone. Buys time, rolling right. Into a crowd and, oh, intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picks it off. And the Titans take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season. Inside the red zone, they could feel how tight they were to the goal line. And then bam, Brock, they're off the field after a clutch interception.
I tell you what, football's the ultimate team game, but this is a situation where an individual picks up all 10 of his guys out there on the field. Somebody else is going to pick up the tab at dinner tonight for him.
And he'll be brought down along the 25-yard line. That play good for 17 and a 1st down.
You know, Kate, if you notice those guys that love to feed themselves on the field, right, they love to just get more and more. They're hungry for even more. I'll tell you what, that tackle, it prevented something that's going to be a lot bigger, but that back remains hungry.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
And right there's the danger, Kate, when you put the ball in the air. How many times do we see these coordinators, when you get a nice run, right, you gain some steam on the ground, you stick with the ground game. They don't. They call the pass.
This has been a trend. Yet another interception. And the Browns will take over as he records his 1st interception of our season. Well, no doubt there was some doom and gloom on the sideline following their interception, right? But a little bit of new life now as their defense picks him up, gets it right back for him.
Hey, I am all for a nice little game of one-upmanship between these two defenses. You picked our guy off, fine. We'll answer right away. See how you follow that up.
What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. Working quickly here. Here's 2nd and 7. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Isaiah Simmons picks it off. And the Titans take over on his 5th interception of the season. Well, Brock, if you like defense, you are loving what you're seeing right now. Consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. It's become a real defensive battle.
Well, let's see here, Kate. We got 1, we got 2. Do I hear a 3rd interception in a row? I'll tell you this right now. These defenders, they are squashing that thought. The defenders are offensive guys in bad hands because they're making it happen, taking the ball away.
Give them a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7. Fakes the handoff, now to throw. Oh no, they get him yet again! And it's a pick 6 as he runs it in for the touchdown. He not only broke on it to make the pick, Brock, but he was on the move real quick. Knowing short fields, there's a great chance that he could take that one back for a touchdown.
That's exactly right. In this area of the field, an offense really only gets a second or two to react to that pick and get over and cut off his lanes. And if you don't, well, it's 6 the other way.
Now the Browns lining up for another 2-point conversion try. Sending him up the middle. And he's in for 2. So the progress is being made. The lead drops down now to 11. A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. Fielded at the 7. This return makes it up to the 25. The drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Handoff headed right. Barkley. Give him 9 yards. He almost moved the chains there. It's going to be 2nd and 1.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
On second down, here's Barkley. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that third down call that they had ready, well, they could stick it right back in their pocket for a later occasion.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. They go play action on first. Bails out of the pocket quick. He takes it himself. And he's able to move past the 45 before going out.
Well, once a play breaks down, you're just looking for a running lane. Just a little bit of room, just a little bit of air in the pocket. You found one of those two, but the defense swarms towards him and denies him the other.
That's into the hands of Moore. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48. That one ends up a gain of 6. And that'll be a Tennessee first down. Here's Lance. Taking his shot. Deep down the field it goes. They connect on the deep shot. Touchdown, Tennessee. Well, Brock, not much to say other than the fact that this offense on point. They are just clicking today.
Just rolling. I mean, this is clinic. This is what I call teaching tape. Being well prepared, and more importantly, going out there and executing at a high level.
Point after added on by Elliott. And the Titans push their lead to 18.
Browns 24. Jake Elliott set to kick off.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Gamble now on the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Picked off by Dax Hill. And he makes the house call. It's a touchdown on the pick 6. You get a pick 6. You get a pick 6. These defenses, Brock, wow, they have competed. Seeing who ends up with the best highlight of the game, huh?
A highlight? You're going to call a pick 6 and multiple? Highlight, Kate?
No, even if it's your defense doing it, come on, B-Rob.
No highlight for a quarterback.
Extra point up and good by Elliott. And the Titans grow their lead yet again.
Browns 24. Jake Elliott set to kick off.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. Gamble now on the return. And he gets crunched by a big hit right at the 25 to end that return. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Getting right back to it after that interception. Dumped off to his running back. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down.
We've heard it said, and I believe it to my core, football is the ultimate team sport. And a well-run screen like that is the ultimate team play because it takes all 11 doing their job.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Take off.
From the 34. That's complete inside the 35. And he's going to take this one in for the Cleveland touchdown. The Browns shave some off the deficit late in the quarter. It's a Chris Godwin touchdown. Well, Brock, this one has not been good to them so far, but they are still fighting and able to get in there for 6.
Just a drive that was all about scratching and clawing. As much as anything, Kate, it was just a pride drive to go and get your job done.
And the Browns going for 2 once again.
The Browns will line up for
He's throwing for it. He lays out and gets it. Wow, that gets him the 2 points. Well, he just caught them the touchdown, Brock. Defense obviously aware of him as they line up for 2. How did they lose him? How did they get it right back to him for the conversion?
Because he's that good. In moments like this, Kate, it's not even about the play, it's about the player. And when you got a player of this caliber, you find every way to get it to him. And just because he scored the touchdown doesn't mean you don't go right back to that well. I love it.
The Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. Starting from the 5. Returns looking good so far. And an excellent return here sets them up almost at midfield.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
First down, a run with Barkley. And he's got it up to midfield and into Browns territory. Just a little short, but still a 9-yard pickup. That's going to bring up 2nd and 1. They go to Barkley again. And he's got a chunk of yards as we've reached the end of 3. A very active quarter for us. Plenty of points in that frame as we reach the end of 3. It's not quite over yet, but it'd take a pretty miraculous comeback. We've got a 3-score game as we get set to start the 4th quarter. Markers reset, ball at the 37. Lance. On the move, headed right. Oh, the football's loose. And the Browns pick it up. Space, left sideline, and he's off to the races. And this return will reach the end zone for a Cleveland touchdown. The Browns get it back to within 2 possessions. He took off with it, which they give him full license to do when he sees an opening, Brock. But he couldn't keep it secure, and it winds up in a defensive touchdown.
Kate, I played for coaches that when you scramble, they force you to have 2 hands on the ball because they know this. They know these defenders love for these moments. They attack the looseness of that ball security. Quarterbacks, unlike running backs, don't always know how to tuck that ball away. In this defense, well, they took advantage.
Now, probably still mentally kicking himself after that missed point after. He can take a little frustration out here as he kicks this away. His return starts at the 5. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Starting on the ground here with Barkley. And they'll bring him down after a pretty short gain. He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
8 yards to go. Well, let's see how they approach this 2nd down. From the 29. He puts everything behind this one. That's grabbed inside the 30. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Tennessee. The Titans have likely locked up the win right there. As he nabs another touchdown, Brock, I gotta ask you, the former QB, is this the point where all the other guys who haven't scored or only have one touchdown today are coming over you saying, bro, why aren't you looking for me? Throw me the football.
They may be saying it, but it's a little more of a look, Kate. Like, really? I mean, can I eat too? Do I get an opportunity to sit at the table? But when you got the rapport these two have right now and the confidence and the timing, boy, you look him up every chance you get.
Oh, he eats a hit to bring an end to that return right near the 25. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Buffalo 18. Go.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep to the left. Big gain downfield. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain. 1st and goal, here's Williams. And they're all over him again. He's dropped at the line of scrimmage. Offense in the hurry up here. Trying to throw here out of the gun. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And that brings up 3rd and goal. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock, but down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind him, now listen, guys, it's going to be contested. We know it's a physical game, all 100 yards up and into the red zone and end zone. But when you get down here, you've got to come up with contested.
Touchdown, Cleveland! All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
Oh, and it's no good. Just his 2nd missed extra point of this season, and they failed to tack one onto that touchdown. So now after his 2nd missed point after the game, he's hoping to strike this one a little better as he kicks it away. Starting from the 5. Oh, he's showing some burst on this return. And great starting field position here as they bring him down beyond the 40.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And it sets up 2nd down.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
2nd and 10 now. He's got it to him yet again. That is caught. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Heaves this one for the back of the end zone. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Tennessee. The Titans making a 3-score game in the 4th. Elliott on now to attempt the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Titans go up by 19.
Browns 44. Jake Elliott set to kick off.
Elliott all set for the kickoff. Jackson now to return it. Returns looking good so far. And a good return here as he gets it out past the 35.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 37-yard.
The Browns, nice field position here as they start out 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. It's taken in by Williams. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
I know coordinator and quarterback going to be upset with that 1st down because you call a screen on 1st, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, that defense creates a negative play and sets them back behind the sticks.
Breaks the tackle, green grass ahead. And he's going to take this one in for the Cleveland touchdown. The Browns get it back to within 2 possessions. Now, I know that's one of his favorite routes to run, Brock, but that has got to be one of a quarterback's favorite throws to make as well, right? Drop it in over the defender and take the lid off the D for 6.
Because it is so simple. It's something that these two have done and thrown together for years and years. Maybe not to each other, but since Pop Warner, they've been...
And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. Patrick Queen in to pick it off. Oh, he loses it on the return. They could get this back. And they scoop it up. Time to push for the line. And the Browns have some new life in the 4th. The Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. Has this at the 6. And look at this return. The tackle's made, so this drive will begin at the 34-yard line. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Now Barkley. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down.
He just didn't quite have the last bit of burst needed to finish it off, but don't be surprised to see them go his way again soon and give him a chance to earn that touchdown.
1st and goal now as they try to pad this lead. From the red zone now. Has it in close. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in Cleveland. Titans about to move to a perfect 5-0 this season. Trying again from the 2. It's 2nd and goal. Back to throw. It's Lance. The Browns close in and take him down. Good pressure from the defense there has them trending in the wrong direction. Buckle up. It's 3rd and goal. They're going play action. Into the end zone, but someone's able to knock it away. That's incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. And that forces them to 4th and goal.
You know, that is so hard to do. It's called body control. Great positioning to swat the ball away, not go through the receiver, no penalty flag. He's got the body control and, more importantly, the timing to knock that ball away.
And they won't do it. That falls incomplete on 4th down.
Certainly looking for that nail in the coffin, the knockout punch, a touchdown, and 3-possession lead that could put this one out of reach. Hey, it's a luxury they could afford to take in that spot. Built himself up a little buffer here, Kate, but it's never over till it's over.
Back to pass on 1st and 10. That throw finds Holker. They touch him down, but a great pickup, and it's good for a 1st. Browns fighting the clock now, trying to hurry back to that line. And the 1st down pass sent away by a defender, incomplete. That one firmly denied by the man in coverage. So 2nd down coming up.
That's just simply great positioning to swat the ball away. He stayed in a spot where he could disrupt the throw before the target could make a play on it.
Oh, he gets clobbered behind the line. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their 1st. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
Okay, ready?
Defense looking to defend the marker on 3rd down.
Here we go, here we go. Check go.
Now to throw. Holker brings it in. And he'll be across midfield and close to that 45 before going out. So a timely moment for a big play, and they get the 1st on 3rd and 19.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Set.
He's dropping back to throw. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it. Browns fighting the clock now, trying to hurry back to that line. Throwing from the gun here. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. So it's second down coming up.
Let's go. Come 19. Come 19. Ready?
They'll throw it again. Cut me in the goal line. And this one stopped at the 3-yard line. Timeout taken by the offense. They're second. 4 downs now to get in. Here's first and goal. This might be a free play for him. And he's got it in the end zone for a touchdown. But now all eyes going to turn to those officials. We got to see if this flag is going to take it away. They'll try this extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Browns get it back to within 6. So here's the kickoff, Brock. Just 6 points now separating our teams. Return coming from the 6. It's an excellent return, but he gets popped at the end of it.
At their own 30-yard line.
First and 10 now from the 30. Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. Escapes the pocket. He's on the move. He gets a little something out of it before sliding to a stop. They're going to call their final timeout here. Just 9 seconds to go. Second down now, 7 to go. Wow, they're going to pass it here. This is complete to Olave. Now he's past the 25. And he'll add to their lead on the final play of the game as he's in for the touchdown. The Titans stretch it to a 2-score game in the 4th. Chris Olave with the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. So it's a win on the road for the Titans. And it was a game for fans of high-scoring football, wasn't it? I know Brock was enjoying seeing both of these offenses work, and really not a lot to dislike from either group. Just one side working at a slightly better clip than the other. That was the difference in the win. So for Brock Heward, our incredible crew, everybody here at EA Sports, I'm Kate Scott signing off. We'll see you next time. The Titans are your winners. As with that, we'll sign off from Cleveland.